Surprise, surprise, everybody. No warning, no nothing. But whatever. Let's see how many people I can surprise and get on here. 0 day. And I'm sitting at the Weary Feet Hostel, everybody. This place is great. This is like bunk room number 3, I think. Crazy. Hitchhiking is adventure. I'm getting on that address for you guys, or for you to send me that box. Scott fails. Yeah, this was a surprise one. I was going to do a daily video like I usually used to do, I guess, but can you guys hear me all right? Is the service okay this time? Am I cutting in and out? That would be nice to know. Because if I am, I'm just going to cut it and just say this is a 0 day. But hopefully, I've got 4 bars LTE. I should be good to go. Nice. Yes, it's still raining. That's why I'm still here at Weary Feet Hostel. I'm taking off in the morning, for sure. Rain or shine. I think I'm going to go 25 miles tomorrow to Laurel Creek. It's like a road crossing there. But Fresh Ground is supposed to be there to cook me dinner and breakfast in the morning. And then I won't see him again for a little while. But that's the plan. 25 miles tomorrow to Laurel Creek, where there's a nice creek with some campsites, which is awesome. And it makes it even better when Fresh Ground's going to be there. So, yeah, that's the plan. And Weary Feet, everybody. I tell you what. This is like an old farmhouse. And Julie, the lady that runs this place, she loves hikers. And she feeds everybody super good. So, yeah, it's going to be... If you stop here, you're going to get fed real well. I just got done eating dinner. And it was like delicious. Southern home cooking meals. Yeah. But, oh, today, everybody, I got interviewed for a podcast, too. Pretty neat. The podcast, it's Jester Section Hiking Podcast. It's a tongue twister, everybody. But, yeah, she came here and interviewed me for like an hour almost. And, yeah, it went really well. She's so easy to talk to, so... I think it might air like Wednesday or something. But we'll see. Okay, let's go back and get some questions. Oh, quite a few people. 24 for just surprising everybody. 3 minutes. James Burke, what's up? Mike Triple Fablic, what's up? Hear you loud and clear. That's perfect. Off-road turning in from Kentucky. Oh, tuning in. Well, thanks for being here. That's for sure. Tom Bernheimer, Chopper. Oh, here we go. A question. Hawk, what is the trick that you use with your clothespins on your Z-Pack tent door? Man, I really should remember the video I did that in. I did it a couple times. What you do... Or what I do, you don't have to do it, but what I do to keep condensation down is I'll like close one door and then I'll latch the other door and then roll it up to the latch, put my clothespin on it, airflow. That's all you're looking for is airflow. And you can even do both doors if you want. You can connect them in the middle with that little toggle, roll them both up, and clothespin them both. But one is good usually, and if it's raining real hard, you're probably going to want to do one anyways. And you got to make sure your tent is set up to where the rain isn't blowing in that little triangle hole. That's how I do it. Maybe I'll show you guys again, because a lot of people ask about that, and it's like, I've already showed it a few times, but I couldn't tell you what video it's in. One of them was in the Whites when I was at... I want to say Mitzvah Hut. Mitzvah Hut. Fresh Ground will stop at the 25 mile. Then you'll be grounded for an hour or so afterwards. Yeah, I'm just going 25 tomorrow, I think it is. And then I'll just stay with Fresh Ground that night in the parking lot or whatever. And then, yeah, just hang out with fresh ground. Chris Hall, how do you consistently hike the miles you do? Well, lately I haven't consistently done anything, but I just get up early. That's key if you want to get big miles in. You got to get up early and just go steady all day long. Don't take too many breaks. You take too many breaks, I figure for every 20-minute break I do, that's a mile. So I try not to do too many breaks. And when I stop to cook lunch or something, what I do is I just get my stove out, boil my water real quick, pour the hot water in my Ziploc bag, seal it up, put everything away, load my backpack back up, and then I'll eat my ramen on the go. Because if not, it turns into a 30-minute break. So I just eat on the go. Good evening from Ohio, Mary Jo Sargent. Good evening. Off-road dancer. When Hawk speaks, people listen. They don't have to. A lot of people don't listen to me. I don't try to give advice, but sometimes some people ask me, and I'll just give a recommendation, and they can either take it or not. Most people don't take advice very well. They just find out for themselves the hard way, kind of like I do. But when you're stubborn and you like to figure things out on your own, it's hard to take advice. It really is. Kendra Heater, I'm staying at Weary Feet tomorrow and then shuttling down to Atkins, then hiking back to Weary Feet. Well, we're going to see each other then, that's for sure, because I'm heading north. Mad Rat. Tropics. Just 25. Yeah, I know. Scott fails, I know. And for some reason, my last live, usually it takes a couple hours for YouTube to process all these comments or whatever they do. But my last live chat, the comments still aren't coming up on the video. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was a bad service. I don't really know what the deal was, but they're not there. I tried to go back and find the comments that were scrolling through when I was doing my live, and they're just not there. So I don't know. YouTube messed up the deal on that one. I don't know what they're doing. All right. Kathy Fails, hey. Millie Hayes. Millie and Rich Hayes. Man, they sent me this video. They went up Franconia Ridge on they sent it to my phone because they got my phone number because the people I really like get my phone number. Now, actually, if you came out here and met me and you've asked for my phone number, you've probably gotten it. I don't hide. My life is an open book, everybody. I don't hide much. Oh, anyways, Millie and Rich Hayes went and hiked the Whites, and I left a pair of shoes at Rich and Millie's house on my southbound leg of my yo-yo last year, and Rich likes to mow in my shoes, so he actually wore my old shoes up to Franconia Ridge, which is awesome. So those shoes have seen Franconia Ridge twice now. That's great, and he said they were comfortable, so that's all that matters. Comfy shoes. All right. Okay, let me see. Let me go back here a little bit. Rich and Millie Hayes, I've been thinking about you guys all the time. Yeah. I feel so bad for you guys. But that's neither here nor there. I just wanted to let them know. Sheila Morani, since your ultras are not too high, do your feet on the outside hurt when you roll on the rocks? You know, my ankles are either they're ruined or they're strong, because I can actually roll my ankle and touch my outside ankle bone, that little bump that sticks out, your ankle bone, I guess, and I can touch that on the ground and just pop right back and keep going. So I think I've just rolled my ankles enough to where it doesn't hurt anymore. I don't know. If I'm up on a rock, like when I was in Maine last year, I just crossed over the Maine border. I guess I was in New Hampshire, coming into Gorham. I was standing on top of a rock. Well, I was hiking on top of a rock, and I rolled my ankle, but I was this far off the ground, and it rolled way too far. My ankle swelled up like this. I never say anything about it in my videos, but yeah, it was swelled up like a softball. for a couple days. But I zeroed there for 2 days, hung out with Katie, and yeah, I was good to go. It never was really sore. It just looked crazy. Like, it scared everybody who was in the hotel room. Like, oh my gosh, look at your ankle. I'm like, that feels fine though. Just a little swelling, but whatever. Okay, let me go back here. EF, hey. Chris Hall, what is your budget for a through hike? Well, it varies for everybody. It depends on how much town food you want to eat, if you want to stay in hotels, hostels. But a safe bet, I would say, if you don't go too crazy with hotels and hostels, it's going to sound like a lot of money, but it's not cheap to through hike, everybody. Everybody that thinks they can do it for, I know there's a couple people that done it for $2 to $4 grand, but they're missing out on a lot of town experiences, and they're staying a lot of nights on trail, which is nothing wrong with that, but hotels are nice too. I'm not gonna lie. Getting cleaned up, getting your laundry done, showered, makes you feel like $1 million. So to answer your question, to do a through hike, it's gonna cost you anywhere from, I would say anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, depending on how extreme you go and how much town food, restaurant food, and hotels you stay in. Or if you're paying for shuttles. See, I don't really pay for shuttles. I hitchhike all the time. So, I don't know. People have done it for $2,000, but yeah, I don't think it's, I mean, it's probably still enjoyable. It's just not like, it's all in what you want. I mean, I usually try to save, to be honest, I try to save $10,000 for a through hike. Not saying I'm going to spend all that, but that way, when I get home, I still got money left over. I'm not scrambling to go back to work. And yeah, 10 grand's a safe number. That gives you a buffer for if you get hurt and you got to stay in a hotel room for 3 weeks or somewhere for 3 weeks. That it's not cheap. Luckily, I've never been hurt on trail, and I've never had to post up somewhere. It's like last year when I went through the Whites. It would be when T-Rex and I got shot down at Wolf Mountain. Well, I thought about just staying in Lincoln for, I don't know, however long it took for the snow to melt. And I'm thinking, man, that's going to cost a crazy amount of money to just sit in a hotel and wait for the snow to melt. So that's why I thought of going to the Long Trail and finishing the Long Trail of Canada, because it would be cheaper hiking more miles than just staying in a hotel. And plus, I didn't want to lose my legs. So let's see here. I think I got that answer. I would save more than what you think, because it's always cost more than what people think. Okay, let me see here. Tommy, if you got a F-350, don't go to Boots Off. Pain in the butt. I don't ever drive into Boots Off, so I had no idea. But it probably is a tricky turnaround. You probably got to back all the way out of that place. But I don't go there in a vehicle. I hike in, hike out. Millie Hayes, the Whites were awesome. Yeah, they are awesome. Rich Stratton, what's up? Jackie Henderson, where are you from? I'm from Sturgis, Michigan. I don't recommend going there. There's nothing there. It's flat. There's really nothing there. I mean, unless you got family there. Rick Carney, Hawk, it may sound silly, but in cold weather, do you go to a boot or what? No, I just stay in my trail runners, which I don't do too much winter hiking, so I don't really know. I guess if you were doing dead of winter hiking, you could probably still wear trail runners. You might just have to go to like a neoprene sock. But I try not to hike in the dead of winter too much. Like, I mean, I have, but I try not to. And it's just, I don't know. My feet don't really get too cold when I'm moving. So when I stop. But when I stop, I hurry up, get in my sleeping bag or my quilt, and it's warm in there. That's where you go to warm up, in your quilt. Let me go back here. Okay. Wow, the comments are 75 people for a surprise live. I thought for sure it'd only be like 30 people. EF, he's a freak. Yeah, I'm a freak, I guess. I don't know. Melissa Drago, the man, the myth, the legend, Hawk. I'm no legend. I say it every time this comment comes up. It might actually be the same person that says it every time. I'm just a simple guy that likes hiking, and I'm I'm an open book, and maybe that's what people like. I don't really know. Tropics. You got any company going south? Question mark. No. You ahead of the bubble or catching up to it? I'm actually in between two bubbles. There's a group of like 12, maybe. I don't know what they did today. They probably zeroed like every other southbounder right now because we've had such good weather. When the rain comes, we're like, let's just zero. But there's at least 12 behind me, a day or two behind me, and I guess there's like 15 or so that just passed Damascus. Maybe they're around Boots Off. I don't really know. I'm kind of glad I'm not in a bubble. When you get 12 to 10 people in a bubble and they roll up to a shelter, they fill it up fast. In towns, they fill up everything fast. I don't want to be in a bubble. I'm not the bubble kind of guy. I like to see people, but I don't like to be around that many people at one time. You fill stuff up so fast, and yeah, all the campsites are. I'd rather just be around the bubble, ahead of them. I like being ahead of them, but I don't know. Let me go back here. Blazing Bakers, what's happening? I tell you what, this Melanzana, I do like it. Thank you so much for hooking me up with this. I can't believe I'm still carrying. I can't believe I'm still carrying this and my Puffy. It's kind of crazy. But Off-Road Dancer 99. Have you ever hiked with someone you couldn't keep up with, mileage or speed wise? T-Rex, he could have left me in the dust if he wanted to. Yeah, he's definitely a faster hiker than me. But I don't know if he could have went. Yeah, he could have left me for sure. But he didn't want to. Apparently he liked hiking with me, so. You're a crazy hog. Yeah, I am a little crazy. Oh, there was another, maybe a Sobo buddy lined up. No, I don't have anybody lined up to hike. I'm just going to go solo the rest of the way. I hiked with Katie and PR for 1,200 miles. I don't even know. Harper's Ferry to Katahdin. I'm kind of like, I do miss Katie and PR, don't get me wrong. I miss them, but it's kind of nice to like, I guess if they were still out here, I'd still be having fun. But now that they're not, I'm just going to do my own thing. I kind of like doing my own thing. Where you see in these bubbles, for example, at Angel's Rest, you know, they all rolled in as I was like rolling out. So I got to spend a little bit of time with them. And watching these bubbles, all the people in the bubble try to figure out where they're going and what they're doing. Nah, I'll do my own thing. They were like actually bickering about like where they're stopping, where they're going. And I'm just sitting there like, man, I'm glad I'm not dealing with that. Yeah, hike your own hike, everybody. You don't have to be with a bubble. You'll see these people again, I guarantee. If you don't hike with them every day, you're still going to see them. You're bounced back and forth, leapfrog. Yeah, they'll zero, you won't. You'll catch them. Don't worry about being alone out here. You're never going to be alone unless you really want to be. So, just my 2 cents. They don't really mean much, but. Kathy Fails. If your trail name wasn't already Hawk, it would be Town Food. That would be a good trail name for sure. Jerry Nicole. Hey Hawk, when do you think you will get to Springer and what's next? I plan on getting to Springer like the first or second week of November. That's my plan. I don't know. And what's next is, well, if I get to Springer a little earlier than what I thought, these are just ideas, everybody. But I thought about jumping back to the beginning of the Benton MacKay Trail, do the whole Benton MacKay Trail, then jump to the Pinhoti Trail, do the Pinhoti Trail, then jump to the Florida Trail, do the Florida Trail. The only one I'm not too sure about is the Benton MacKay, but Pinhoti for sure, and the Florida Trail for sure. But I would like to bust out the Benton MacKay too real quick. If it's not too cold in the area, I'll probably do that too. We'll see. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, let me see. I'm going to go back here. Okay, now I'm caught up. B. Dickinson, what's up? Patriot, Kenneth Burlington, talking about post-trail depression the other day. I got it right now, brother. Yeah, it's real, and you do need to get out. You need to talk to some of the people you hiked with. I think the only way to like deal with it is just keep a busy brain. Go back to work quickly. Get into maybe like go to the gym or meet some people and do like some indoor activity, or unless you got good weather, then go outside. I don't know. Maybe join a hiking group. Just get out there and to talk to people like that know what you're going through. I mean, post-trail depression is tough, but it's dealable with. Like, as long as you recognize it might happen, then you're aware of it, and then when you get in a funk, you just got to get out and do something. Maybe go hang out with friends or just get your mind out. Don't just sit in your house and think about the trail. That is the worst possible thing you can do. I've done that twice after a hike, and man, why don't you sit in your house for a couple weeks just thinking about the trail? It's tough to get back out and mingle with people. You just need to go home and start seeing people and talking about it. And I know most people, when you get home, they don't want to hear about it. They listen for like 10 minutes and then it's over. But whatever. Hey, Julie Gayhart, look at this. Hey, Hawk, that's Jester's. It's a tongue twister. Jester's Section Hiking Podcast. She's the one that came in today and interviewed me. We actually sat pretty much right here and did the interview, which was awesome. Yeah, you are so easy to talk to. You made it easy for sure. And I can't wait till it airs, and then I'll just tell everybody where to go watch it. I'll try to put a link somewhere. But actually, she's going to share it to my Facebook page. So once I put it on Facebook, or she tags me in it or whatever, then you can just go to my Facebook page, tap on a link. I don't really know. I don't have the podcast app. I should probably get it, but I don't know. Scott Newman, what's up, buddy? Hope you're doing good. That's awesome. I did Scott Newman's roof a long time ago. Hope the roof is still good, man. It looked good last time I drove by it. Yeah, man, with coronavirus seeks women with Lyme disease. Please help. Oh, man, with coronavirus. Yeah, that's funny. Melissa Drago, you're grounded. Alan Bishop, enjoy your adventure, Hawk. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for watching. Like I say, if nobody was watching this, I probably wouldn't be doing it. But people keep watching, so I just keep doing it. And I keep it real. Yeah, I try to keep it real as I can. There was a question that I got asked today on an interview that I really never... I was kind of embarrassed answering that question because, I don't know, it's embarrassing when you're young and dumb and get in trouble and then you like gotta pay the consequences. But maybe I'll tell you guys about that story tomorrow. That way it's out in the open before the podcast comes out. But not a big deal. Whatever I say, like I say, I'm an open book, everybody. I try not to hide anything. If you got anything you want to ask me, ask me. I'll answer to the best of my knowledge. Tropics, it's a Sunday. We're on the couch living vicariously. Yeah, I wish I could have done a hiking video today, but it was it was raining. I actually walked from here to Trent's Groceries before dinner tonight. If you go out of Weary Feet and you're like, when you're at the driveway, if you like look left and walk just a little bit, you'll see a side trail that takes you up to the AT. I don't know why they don't have a sign up there saying Weary Feet this way. It'd be nice if they did, and like a Blue Blaze trail to get there. But there is a trail that takes you up to like a little grassy field, and then you turn right when you get to the AT, and it takes you down over that cool suspension bridge. So I just did that little section today, and then tomorrow morning I don't have to go back all the way to the road. I can just take that little side trail back up and boom, bust out sideways. But I'm sure there's going to be somebody saying, hey, why did you skip the suspension bridge? Trust me, I didn't skip anything. It was raining. I didn't film anything. It's a 0 day. So, I mean, I did like a half a mile. It's nothing major. I just wanted to get that part out just because, well, I was going to Trent's and the trail took me there. So that's the way I did it. All right, let me go back. Holy cow, everybody. Flag Mountain, yeah. I can't wait to get to Flag Mountain. I forget the guy's name that's there. Nimble Will Nomad. If you guys don't know who Nimble Will Nomad is, man, you should definitely check him out. He's got tens of thousands of miles. Like, I think he's probably over 80,000 miles of hiking. That guy's insane. Okay, let me go back here. Thanks for doing what you do out there, James Burke. I'm not doing much. I'm just hiking and filming it. I mean, I don't know. The Blazing Bakers says, we don't like being in the bubble either. That's why we're starting in February. It's a good idea. Yeah, the bubble can get a little crazy. They fill up things fast. And when you get in a bubble, there's always a couple rowdy ones in there. And it's just, I mean, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. But if you're out here for that, then it's fun. But if you're not, then try to stay away from it. It's not hard to get away from a bubble, everybody. People are like, oh, I don't want to start this time because of the bubble. You can get away from the bubble. You don't have to. All you got to do is 0 one day or just bust a big day. The bubble ain't going to catch you. I guarantee you. Because when you're in a bubble, most people aren't all agreeing to do 25s, 30s. So you do a couple 25s or 30s, and they're not going to catch you again unless you 0 a couple days. So, I don't know. The bubbles are avoidable. Kurt Lewis, I take your 2 cents over most. That's pretty much all it is 2 cents worth. I mean, yeah, it's not gold, that's for sure. It's just advice it's not even really advice. It's just my opinion, and everybody's got opinions, and most people shouldn't voice their opinions. I try not to voice mine too much, but whatever. Crisco County, Florida Trail would be crazy cool. Yeah, it would. Let me see here. Patriot, I'm hitting the Pinhoti Trail in 2 days. That's awesome. Terry Cook, talk about your pack that does not have a hip belt. Do your shoulders ever hurt? Love your videos. Actually, the Light AF shoulder straps, they're padded pretty good, and they're formed. I don't know. Here I go talking Light AF up again, but I love that pack, everybody. And as long as you don't load it over 27, 30, if you don't go over 30 pounds, you'll be good. And you're only going to be 30 pounds the first day out of town with a bunch of food. Other than that, try to keep it, if you're around 20, 25 pounds, a frameless pack it's not bad on your shoulders. But if you're worried about it, just go ahead and get the attachable hip belt. Hip belt takes a bunch of strain off your shoulders. I'm light enough, I don't have to, or I choose not to use a hip belt. I don't know. The hip belt pockets usually on a hip belt, they're big enough to put anything in anyways. A couple snacks, but the phones they make now are so big, they're not going to fit in a hip belt pocket. At least mine won't. If it does, it's the only thing in there, so I don't know. Hip belt, no hip belt. You're all up to you and the weight you're carrying. If you're going 30 pounds or more, and 25 pounds or more, and you don't have, just get a hip belt and dry it. Get a detachable hip belt. Dry it out. If you don't like it, take it off. Or start without it, and if you need it, put it on. But, I don't know. I'm not really the guy to talk about hip belts with. I haven't worn a hip belt in 3 through hikes, so. Okay, let me see here. Comments are blasting in. I'm glad I didn't give a warning on this video. There'd be a lot more people in here. Laura Dixon, you're in your own element out there. You seek solitude and freedom. Your trail name should be Between Mount. When you get the funk, get a pizza. Pizza helps. Oh, Between Mountains should be my trail name. I gotcha. Tropics, hostels or hotels, pros and cons. Hostels are great, I'm not going to lie, but you're going to be around other people. And people snore, and it's hard to sleep with people snoring. So, I don't know. I prefer hotels, and if you get a couple people together, it's just as cheap as a hostel. But I like hotels because I edit videos, and I don't like to edit videos around people. When I'm out here, everybody, trust me, I'm not trying to flaunt YouTube. I try to like hide it, and I try to like hide the fact that I've hiked before. Like when I go up to a shelter and nobody notices me, which is awesome, which is rare nowadays because of YouTube, and I get noticed quite a bit. But when I roll up to a shelter and nobody notices me, I just sit back and listen, because you can learn things from people. That, or you can like think of, I don't know. When I listen to some people, it's just like, they're giving some terrible advice. But who am I to speak up? You know, there's a million different ways to hike this trail. So, okay, B. Dickinson, I'd listen. We ate at Mojo's in Damascus yesterday after a section hike and showered at Crazy Larry's. Yeah, I like Crazy Larry. He's not for everybody though, but I like him. He's been solid to me every time I've been there. So sometimes it can be a little unpredictable, but can't we all be? I mean, he's putting his whole house. I mean, he lives there, and it's his house and his rules, baby. So, and he can change them whenever he wants. So I don't know. I like Crazy Larry. I'm probably not gonna stay. I'm probably gonna stay with Brant and Garvey, just because they offered first, and I like Brant and Garvey a lot. They're great people. All right, John Booker's Full Spectrum. Hey Hawk, besides bears, have you ever seen any elk or cougar, panther, East Coast pumas? No. I've only seen bear out of all them options. No elk, no cougar, no panthers, and no East Coast pumas. That's for sure. I haven't seen any of those. I've seen a fox. That was cool. Oh, look, Julie Gayhart again. Thanks, Hawk. Chatting you was great. I will share it once it's ready to go. Boom. Perfect. B. Dickinson says he's looking for the interview. It's coming out probably next week. James Burke. Hawk, what type of work do you do in the Matrix world? I do residential construction. It's all I've ever done. I actually dropped out of high school and started bending nails. So construction is what I've done. I've never went to college. Like I said, I didn't graduate high school. And construction has been a great living to get into it. It pays decent. I don't have any student loans. And if you ask me, getting into the trades right now would be a great way to make a living. Most people, if they can't, well, this generation, I guess I shouldn't speak for everybody, but this generation, if you can't fix it with a computer, they don't really want to do it. And hard labor, yeah, most of the younger kids don't want to do hard labor. But the trades are where it's at. And the trades is a dying career that we need more tradespeople for sure. And it pays good money, so it's just harder work. But harder work is rewarding. You step back and look what you see what you did. Anyways, I don't know how I got off on that, but what type of work I did. That's how I did that. Look forward to the podcast. Yeah, I hope everybody goes and checks it out. There's a couple questions I've never been asked before on there, and then I'm like, ooh, those were good questions. They make me, usually I can like, on the fly, I'll just answer like, boom, it pops right in. But a couple of those questions, I was like, ooh, that's a good question. So, yeah, it was fun. I like doing it. It was fun. And it was a perfect day for it too. A 0 day in the rain. I mean, yeah, it was perfect. What's been my favorite part of the AT? And it's hard to pinpoint that for sure. It's all good, but my favorite parts, I don't know, the whites. I love the whites. They're beautiful. Hey, look, it's Baskets. What's up, Baskets? Trent's, good pizza and burgers. Yeah, they do got some good food there. Now, this Weary Feet Hostel, these home-cooked dinners and breakfasts, man, they're delicious. And they got a pretty good resupply here, too, because you're only going a couple days to Atkins, and then you walk right by a gas station. You get more snacks, and don't carry too much food out of Pearisburg. You don't need to. There's places everywhere. You could hostel hop everywhere. And most of the hostels have a short resupply, so you'd be good to go. We've all done, B. Dickinson, we've all done things when we were younger that we're not proud of, except for Becky. Yeah, I mean, it happens when you're a kid. And yeah, whatever. I don't regret anything. I kind of regret it, but whatever. You can't live your life thinking about what you did in the past. You got to move forward, and the future's where it's at, baby. You got to make it what you want. You can't just sit there and dwell on the past. It's not good to do that. Tom Bernheimer, try putting a string on those sunglasses. I may have to go looking for them by Laurel Falls again. Yeah, that tree branch I hit, that busted my head wide open. I was bleeding everywhere. And I lost my sunglasses that day. But Keith Carper, do I have a favorite hammer? Actually, I do. I like the stiletto hammers. They're expensive, but they're nice and lightweight, titanium. They're a good hammer. But they're expensive, everybody. They're like $160 for a hammer. I know. Don't judge me. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it right. That's hilarious. I met him on my first through hike attempt. Who did you meet? Baskets? Patriot? Huh? B. Dickinson, 2 cents is better than no sense. Yeah, it sure is. The first thing he said to me was, your pack is too heavy. I wonder if that was me, or if it was Baskets. I hope it wasn't me. I try not to tell people that, because you can carry whatever you want out here. If you want to carry, like I say, I've seen people finish the trail with a 50-pound pack. I've seen people finish the trail with a 12-pound pack. So it's all in what you want to carry and what your knees can take. Eric Sowers, call you again. See you next month, I'm sure. Yeah. Melissa Todd, what's up? He was right. Hopefully it was me then, if I was right. A heavy pack is tough, everybody. I mean, you can do it, but it's tough. Sometimes gut hook lies. It said Friday I had 2 miles to a road where I was parked. Then the road where I parked came up. Yeah, sometimes it throws you off a little bit, but it's usually pretty accurate, I guess. I don't know. Like if you just open it up, boom, and then check real quick, you gotta let it have time to like find you. And sometimes it puts me off, like way off trail. Sometimes I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'll shut my phone off, turn it back on, boop, puts me right back in the spot where I'm at. And then sometimes if you're at a shelter or like, yeah, if you're off trail a little bit on like a side trail or the shelter and you check gut hooks, it's like a straight line. That's what it tells you. You're this far away. But you get back on trail, it's going to be a little longer. So I don't try to check gut hooks unless I'm on trail. Okay, let me see here. Let me go back here. There's one I just saw I really want to get to before I miss it. Oh, and we're there, I guess. Oh, have you ever had food poisoning after all the town food? No, I don't think I have. This is the one I wanted right here. Beerth the Legend or something. No hip belt is a fad. Why not have one if it takes weight off your shoulders, even if it's only 25 pounds? It's extra weight for a hip belt. Why add more weight? And then you're cramming stuff in those pockets. You're putting more weight in those pockets. A hip belt's not a fad for me. I guarantee you, I'm not going to have a hip belt on any of my packs from here on out. Unless I'm on the CDT and I'm carrying over 30 pounds. Over 30 pounds, yeah, hip belt. But no, it's not a fad. It's like Darwin's, here I go, bringing Darwin in this. It's like his one hiking pole strategy. A lot of people picked up on that as soon as he started doing it, just one trekking pole. But the hip belt, okay, here's a good reason why I don't wear a hip belt. In 2012, my backpack had a hip belt, and it rubbed me. Ugh, I wonder if now the lighting's not good enough. You can't see it, but there's a scar there. My hip belt rubbed me raw, and it was a open sore for a long time. So I don't know. Wear a hip belt if you want one. Don't wear one if you don't want to. It's hike your own hike, baby. Do whatever you want. But it's not a fad. Trust me. It's extra weight. You add a hip belt, it's more weight. Then you're putting stuff in them pockets, it's more weight. Yeah. The less pockets you got, the less weight you're going to be carrying. Because you have pockets, you're going to fill them up. I guarantee it. But whatever. It's just my opinion. Chavez, I think people should voice their opinion, freedom of speech, and all that. Yeah, you're right. But there's a place for that. It's like Facebook. I'm about ready to, on Facebook, like, I'm so sick of seeing political posts and Biden this, Trump this. I'm over it. I'm sick of seeing people argue about this debate or whatever. They're both idiots, if you ask me. And I'm about to start deleting everybody that starts posting stuff on Facebook about politics because I'm over it. I'm so sick of hearing about it. There's another opinion of mine. Yeah, if you're posting stuff on Facebook and you're friends with me and it's all political stuff, don't be surprised if I just delete the friendship because I'm sick of seeing it on Facebook. 'Cause every time I open up Facebook, even Facebook is like, hey, you gonna vote? It's like, man, give me a break. Sorry, that was a little rant. I like these lives because I can just like rant and whatever I say, it is what it is. I mean, gonna weed out some people here, I bet. It's hilarious. I think, yeah, I already read that one. What are your plans for next year? My plans for next year were to do the PCT and the CDT, but the PCT is looking trickier and trickier and it's on fire now. I don't know. CDT. The PCT is, I'm just stressing out about it too much, about permits and fires, and I'm just sick of worrying about it. So it's looking like the CDT. And if I can pull both off, I will, but my hopes are not high for the PCT. Permit system is like they push it back till January. And it's like, how are people going to plan their hike hoping they can get a permit in January? It's, yeah, I don't know. Who knows? Take care, Scott Fails. Thanks for everything you did to get my van fixed too. That was greatly appreciated. I ran into a huge cougar. Patriot. I ran into a huge cougar on the big. Trying to find the rest of it. Big South Fork River Recreation Area Lands Sheltoe Trace Trail last year. Wow, it'd be cool to see one. How is Verizon working? It seems to be all right, I guess. It's still not as, it doesn't get my videos out as fast as Sprint did. It's like an hour now to get my videos out, where Sprint sometimes it'd be like 25 minutes. But yeah, it's working just fine. Seems like I got, I don't want to say better service, but I got more bars. Yeah. No college, learn how to weld. Yeah, that's another good trade. Baskets, construction is great. You can build your own home. I definitely can build my own home. That's for sure. I've been doing construction a long time. I've built quite a few homes. Little fancy custom ones too. I love the fancier, more custom work in it. That's what I like. Good night, B. Dickinson. Have a good night. Drive safe. Okay, you sure have a lot of common sense, and I like how you think and plan while you're on trail as you share your thoughts. Thanks. You know, yeah, I didn't go to college. I'm not very book smart, but I'm street smart. I got a lot of street smart experience. Melissa Todd, I said hello. Amen to tradespeople. Yeah, I'm not becoming a welder or machinist. I'm in construction for the rest of my life. And flipping houses, I've wired a few houses. I've plumbed. My flip houses, I do all the work: wiring, plumbing, heating and cooling, all the framing, all the siding, anything you can think of. Red in your beard, CPT, twin runner 2. Any Irish background? I actually don't know any of my family history, but I don't know. I think it's like, I don't really know where I generated from. Who knows? My dad's from Indiana and my mom's from Michigan. So That's all I know. Ekin boy, it's not my dog. You're right, I don't have a dog. Oh, here's another. What's your biggest rookie mistake on trail in 2012? I would say, biggest rookie mistake. That's a good one. I would have to say, changing shoes. I was using Brooks Cascadias. They were working great. I didn't have any blisters. This was before my feet got super wide, everybody. And then I couldn't find those shoes anymore, so I changed to like Reebok, and they tore my feet up. I should have just waited and found the right shoes. I was just like, these will work. Man, they blistered me all up. I was in Maine too. I was like, coming into Andover, I think. And yeah, I changed shoes to a pair I've never even tried before, and it tore my feet up. It was pretty miserable for about a week. Okay. Community Nurse Ministries, you are so real. I try to be. You know, it's funny, like, I think I've said this before. When people come out and meet me, they're like, you're just like you are in your videos. I'm like, yeah. It took me a lot of soul searching to just put myself out there for everybody to judge me. And it's been going good. So, I mean, I'm glad I did it, but it's tricky. Have you ever hiked the Allegheny Trail? No, I have not. Oh, here's one right here. Van G. Why not monetize your videos? I'm sure your viewers wouldn't mind seeing an ad or two over an hour video, and it can help you continue living your hiking dreams. There's other ways to support me besides watching ads on YouTube. And my videos are so long, I'd probably have to pop a few of them in there. And an ad in the middle of my video? Nope. I'm not doing it. I'm not monetizing my channel. There's other ways. There's PayPal. I'm about to do Venmo. Patreon I can't figure out. But if you really want to help, I mean, there is PayPal. I'm not monetizing my channel. YouTube couldn't pay me enough money for what the Hawk support team is doing for me. The experiences I get, YouTube wouldn't do that. YouTube ain't going to come out here and give me a cold soda. YouTube ain't going to come out here just to say hi. And they're going to make money off me. Nope. No thanks. And I'm not asking for money, everybody. I'm not doing this for money. I've said it a million times. I'm not doing YouTube for money. I like working. I like working for my money. Nope, no ads. That's all there is to it. That's hilarious. No ads. You should be a tour guide leader. Bring people with you. Show them the way. I thought about that too, but man, the insurance you would have, the liability of people, like, I don't know if I want that. Safe travels. Oh. Mrs. Wright, I would say you have a lot of trail smarts too. You know, you learn quick out here. If not, it's going to be a tough road. Time is what we don't have. If you lose the ability to do construction, what would you like to do instead? I don't really know. All I've ever done is construction. Maybe, I guess, instead of like building houses or anything to do with houses, maybe I'd like, if I could have a pole barn somewhere with a wood shop and maybe like make furniture or make something like AT signs, or I don't know what I would. I don't know what I would do. I really haven't thought about it. I'm not going to college. I know that. There's no way I'm paying for that. People that go to college I mean, it's great. You go to college to better yourself, but man, I couldn't imagine that debt. Detroit? Question mark. Nope. I live in Sturgis, Michigan. Luke Fish, who's the creepy old guy standing behind you? There's nobody behind me. No, there's nobody behind me. Look, there's a horse on the door. See? There's that horse. Yeah, there's nobody in here. I'm the only one here in the bunk room right now. Ooh, Keith Carper, have ever done a 24-hour challenge? No, but I am going to. Before I hit Springer Mountain, there will be a 24-hour challenge because I'm kind of curious myself as to how far I can really go in 24 hours. So yes, I am going to do it. I just don't really know quite where. I'd like to do it leaving out of Damascus, but I got to go to Hampton, so that's not a real good place to do it either. I don't know. I'll figure it out for sure, and I'm definitely going to do a 24-hour challenge this year. For sure. Sugar Sheila. Hey. Ina Richards, never underestimate the Hawk and the Hawk support team. Yeah. Don't bet against me. My mindset is strong, and if I want to do something, I'm going to do it. And the only way it's going to keep me from doing it is if I get hurt, which it happens. So one wrong step, that's all it takes. And I am aware of that. And I'm very fortunate I have not took that wrong step yet. I've took a few falls where I'm like, whoo, that was close. But like I said, I bounced pretty good. I remember when I first started watching your videos, you were very close up and would never video when someone passed by. But I'm glad you open up like you have. Yeah, I think instead of doing the stranger danger thing where I shut the camera off, I think what I'm going to start doing, like when I'm in the middle of something, talking, instead of just like cutting it off and leaving everybody hanging, I think what I might just do is like turn the camera towards me until they pass me and then turn it back forward. I just don't like showing myself that much on trail. I'd rather show the trail. That's what I like doing, is showing the trail to people that can't get out here and that want to be out here or have seen it before and just want a memory clip, you know. When I'm sure when, I don't know how many other pass-through hikers really watch me, but if they do, I'm sure in some of my videos, they're probably like, ooh, I remember that spot. That's awesome. That's why I like showing the trail. It's not about me. Sugar Sheila, how much camera equipment do you pack with you? Just my iPhone 11 Pro Max is, that's what I'm carrying, but I'm carrying like an insane amount of battery power. 40,000 milliamps. I got a 20,000 milliamp and two 10s. It's too much battery power, but I'm afraid to get rid of some of it. I don't know why. Just in case if I'm in my tent one night and I do have service and I want to watch YouTube or listen to music all night while I'm sleeping, I can do that. I don't have to worry about saving my video. If I want to talk on the phone for 2 hours walking down the trail, I can do that. I can do pretty much whatever I want with the battery power I'm rocking right now. I mean, it's a little heavy, but I'm tired. Like I said before, I'm done being that gram weenie kind of guy. I mean, lightweight's better, yeah, don't get me wrong, but I need battery power. Especially when you're vlogging, and you never know how much battery power it's going to take to get a video out in your middle of nowhere. I've had a video take 10,000 milliamps, almost 10,000 milliamps of battery overnight getting out because I had such crappy service, but I let it go for like 8-9 hours just to get the video out. I'm like, well, that battery pack's dead, but it's worth it. The video got out. Oh, Gator AT. Is that Gator Miller? Or I wonder if that is. I watched all his videos. Living the dream every day. I think next year I'm going to get back out there. That'd be awesome. I think everybody should come back out here. I think the door swung open earlier. Yeah, I probably did. This building's kind of leaning. Hawk, I really wish you could get a virtual reality 360 video camera on the trail. Me too. I've been talking about that for years. I would have to have a support vehicle with batteries and to swap out memory cards or whatever. I don't think it could be done without support unless you're just carrying batteries and no food. I mean, I don't really know how you'd do it. Trust me, I've thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. You need support to, if you're going to pull off a virtual reality, hike the Appalachian Trail virtual reality, you're probably going to have a little bit of support. But who's really going to commit that much time and that much driving around and that much wear and tear on their vehicle? And yeah, I don't expect anybody to do that. It'd be nice if somebody wanted to, because I'd be the man for the job, that's for sure. Sugar Sheila, I'm planning on my through hike too and need to get recording equipment. Not sure what to buy. Thanks for the info. Well, IB Tat, he's not for everybody. I'll put a warning out there, but I watch him and I think he's hilarious. He's got a nice camera setup. Go check out his setup, but it's heavy. He's carrying extra batteries. He's carrying memory cards. If you're going to vlog the trail, you're going to carry extra weight. And if you figure out how to do it without doing that, I would love to hear it. Tropics, stranger danger is your thing. Very cool. Yeah, actually, Katie's trying to get me to sell merchandise, which I probably should. And she sent me this pattern of a shirt. It said, on the front, it said HST, and on the back, it said stranger danger. That's pretty cool. But I want my shirts to be like, not just a shirt you order offline. I want stuff like on the sleeves and then down the sides. I got a couple ideas. It's just trying to figure that out on a website. I'd rather just go talk to somebody and have them make me a couple and then go from there. But I'm hiking too much. I ain't got time for that. Ever almost been bit by a snake on trail? Nope. Never been almost bit. Melissa Todd, how's Katie and PR doing? Yeah. PR's doing good. Katie's a little depressed. But that's the normal when you finish a long distance trail. But she'll pull through. She's a strong woman, so I have no doubt that she will be just fine. And I keep talking to her, so that's going to help, I think, having somebody to talk to about it. So, yeah, it's a part of it. Post-trail depression is real. I mean, ask anybody. Unless you went home to like a loving family that really wanted to hear you talk, it's tough. No, not any gator you would know. Well, get back out here, gator. Thanks. Oh, I got sweet tea here too that Julie made me from the Weird Feet Hostel. It's delicious. You know, you're getting down south when you can get sweet tea, homemade sweet tea. It's like the perfect sweetness. Okay. Thanks for being you, Hawk. Hard to explain why watching someone hike a trail is so interesting, but for the last 2 years, I can't get enough of your videos. Thank you for sharing. Well, thank you for watching, and I'm glad for 2 years I'm still keeping it interesting. Ooh, here's a good one. Keith Carper, are you going to Garmin on the CDT? I probably will take some kind of spot device for me. And then I've been thinking about this. I'll take like a spot or something, and then I'll just share with everybody a way that they can just follow my GPS coordinates and just follow me. Because on the CDT, everybody, I'm not going to be able to do daily videos. Either the PCT either. I'm not going to be able to be up to date like I am on the AT. It's going to have to be when I get to towns. I'm going to have to schedule them like most people do. It's going to be impossible to get them out every day on those two trails. So I might just, I don't know how I'm going to let people know where I'm at, but that GPS thing is like the easiest way I could think of. And then like Facebook, I guess, but you need service to do that stuff, and there's no service out there. But that's what I've been told. So yeah, we'll figure it out when we get out there. I'm not really I would like to know, I like to let people know exactly where I'm at, but if I can't do it, I can't do it, you know. You'll still get videos, just maybe not like every single day. We'll probably get them every day because I'll schedule them like that, but they won't be exactly where I'm at. They'll probably be a week, maybe 10 days behind because you just can't do it out there. Okay. Ooh, here we go. Walking Foot AT86. Yes, thanks for sharing the trail. It brings back memories for sure. The trail has changed since 86. Just keep being who you are. I'm glad that I can like get you into reminiscing because I'm sure you miss the trail. It's a beautiful thing out here. Van G, have you ever swam across Kennebec? Nope, and I don't recommend it at all. There's a free canoe ride to get over there. All you gotta do is be there within certain hours. It's not that hard to schedule that canoe ride over. There's no reason to swim across Kennebec. I do not recommend it. People die doing that stuff. So, I mean, yeah, you might be able to do it and be fine, but why risk it? You're that close. When you're northbound, you're so super duper close to finishing. Why would you? I don't know. I wouldn't do it. People probably do it, but not me. I'm not a very good swimmer anyways, but even if I was, I probably still wouldn't do that. When you do the CDT, be very aware from mountain lions. They are very sneaky, just a heads up. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's a whole different, I don't know, I guess, but I've had a lot of friends that have hiked the CDT, and I've took pointers. I've listened, like I should be listening to people that have done different things than what I have done. I don't claim to know everything, that's for sure, and I know the CDT is a whole different animal, but I'm ready for that animal, baby. Samuel Anderson, thanks for keeping me entertained. I've got some medical issues now, and I don't know when I can get back out. No problem, man. Thanks for watching. And Ty Michael, have you ever gotten poison ivy? Honestly, I don't think I get poison ivy. I've never had poison ivy. And I play around in the woods all the time. I've never got it, so. And Patriot, you can map share with the Garmin. Yeah, I'm going to do something where I can share my location with anybody that wants to follow along. You just click on the site or something, and it'll tell you exactly where I'm at. Melissa Todd, I'm very addicted to your videos and a couple others like Katie. I like Camper, Baskets, Quicksand, Screwball, Kick Butt Chick. Yeah, anybody that does YouTube out here, it's worth going to at least watch them. At least see if you like them. If not, if you don't like them, don't watch them. But it's a lot of work to get these videos out, and it's nice when people pay attention and at least give you like a watch, like a view. You know, you don't have thumbs up me or nothing, but we've been through all that. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Yeah, that one video was funny. I went back and checked the other day. I think it was like 333 thumbs down. Pretty amazing. Patriot, I carry mine with me every time I go. Yeah, I'm not an AT. I really don't. I don't think it's necessary. But if it makes you feel better, then yeah, do it. I thought about getting it just to see, but I will definitely be getting one for the CDT. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, requesting your code with the right package of money, you can share your position. Well, then I will just pay the right package of money because I want people to know right where I'm at, like I do out here. I'm not scared of people knowing where I'm at, not one bit. Do you think in 2021 there will be a bigger group of AT hikers? I sure do, for sure. I think there will be a lot more 2021ers. Hey, Swat Sullivan, what's up? Did you figure out how to get that video out? 4K is tough to get out, buddy, unless you got 12 hours or so. I hope you did. I hope I gave you a little bit of advice you could use. Here's a good question. Marcel Massengale. What is the furthest you've gone before noticing you went the wrong way? I think it was like 4.2 miles or something with T-Rex. We were at the main junction and went on the long trail instead of the AT. And we didn't realize it for a while. Hilarious. So yeah, I added 8 miles for a day. It's a mile killer when you do that. Elon Musk, Starlink satellites are coming soon. Well, get on it, buddy, and then I can do a video every single day, no matter where I'm at. Hey Hawk, what's the highest elevation you've ever hiked? I don't think I've went over 10,000 feet. I want to, but Susan Boatman, Hawk, you should. The Wonder Woman videos are doing the CDT this year in the episodes. Yeah, I met the Wonder Woman last year. I know they're doing the CDT. It's pretty awesome. Hey, John Miller's at Uncle Johnny's. Hey, tell Charlotte I said hi. Oh, and John Miller, if you could send me like a little link of the sticker company that you got all those Hawk Support Team stickers from. I don't know if you got an account there where you can just order some more, but I kind of need some more. I'll pay for them. Not a big deal. Either send me a link or tell me the company you got to order them through, and I'll do it because I know you're hiking and I don't want to put any stress on you. But I'm getting low on stickers, and I'm like, oh no, I'm going to run out. I gave over 200 stickers away, everybody, in the last year and a half, which is insane. Perhaps you could put all your sunsets or sunrise photos from the AT into one big poster. I would buy one. That would be sweet. And I think I'm gonna be like, now that the days are so short, I'm gonna be like in the prime time for getting sunrises and sunsets. Most Todd have ever came real close to a rattler on trail? Yeah, I've came pretty close to him. Katie? No, I don't. No, she would have freaked out. 67 minutes, everybody. I did not think this many people would show up here. I was like trying to surprise everybody, and I got bombarded with questions, which I love it. Roger, I appreciate you keeping it real. Your videos showing the bad days and the good ones. Yeah, I could show more of the bad days, I guess, but I try not to. When it's a bad day, I look for the bright side of the day, so it's not a bad day to me anymore. I try to like brighten up my bad days. But sometimes, you have your moments, and I don't really show those moments where I'm just like, man. But they don't last long. That's probably why I don't show them, is because, yeah, I'm not in the funk too long. Keith Carper, you added 8 more miles on your long trail hike too. Did I do that? I probably did. I've left my phone. I've lost sunglasses. I went back and got them both. And it just adds extra miles. But who's counting? If you want to hike a very challenging trail, you should hike the Sheltowee Trace in Kentucky. I would love a challenging trail. The AT is tough too. It's tough. It's a long, long trail that's rough. Charles Hudson, thought you might take a 0 today. Rained here nearly all day in Pearisburg. Yeah, it rained here pretty much all day too. It stopped for a minute. I'm just like, ooh, should I go? Should I go? And I'm like, no, I'm not going. Oh, and a huge shout out to Sneaky Joe Fisher. You sneaky little guy, you. I came back from the Trent's grocery store, and oh, and Jester. So Jester bought my dinner tonight at the hostel here. She tried to sneak it in, but I caught her. And then Joe Fisher actually paid for both my nights here and one of my dinners. Yeah, so like, it's awesome. Thank you, Joe. And I was like, asked Julie, I was like, I need to square up with you tonight because I'm going to leave pretty early. And she's like, you don't owe me nothing. It's all been taken care of. I'm like, are you serious? Everything? She's like, yeah, everything. I'm like, Do you have a tip jar? Because I want to tip you. I appreciate the Hawk Sport team, man. You guys are taking care of me like better than family takes care of me. And it's pretty amazing. Well, you guys are family, so it's pretty sweet. Oh. You and T-Rex started at the junction. Oh, yeah, that's right. We did. Yeah, we'd hike there. Yeah, that's right. Have you ever hiked in the Adirondacks? Nope, but I want to. Not physically, but mentally challenging. Ooh. I like the mentally challenging. I like how I don't really talk about when somebody, like early riser, everybody knows who early riser is, and I have a lot of respect for early riser. And last year, when he was commenting on my channel once in a while, he don't comment very much, but when he does, it's like, that's cool. And last year when he's like, he commented on a couple of my videos, hardest man on the AT, Hawk, I'm like, that means a lot coming from early riser. And then when he called me a mental giant, yeah, coming from early riser, that means a lot. I'm pretty sure I got the mental game on lockdown. There's sometimes something will throw a wrench in the works, but it don't. I don't let it happen very much. Greg Duggar, when you get to Hampton, holler and we'll grab a good lunch. Actually, yeah, I'm definitely going into Hampton. I'm going to Boots Off, and I got a gift there, a customized gift. I got to stop and pick up, which I appreciate so much. I'll give them a shout out and show you when I have it in my hands. But it's really sweet. It's got my name on it, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been sitting in Hampton for a while. Melissa Dodd, I don't know how anyone can give you a thumbs down. You rock. Well, I got my sneaky suspicions who my thumbs downer is. I'm not positive of it, but I'm like, if I was a betting man, I'm like 99.9% sure. I'll never know for sure who it is, but I think I got it figured out. And it does not bother me one bit. But I'm pretty sure it's somebody that knows me very well. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's somebody that I've done a lot for, and they just do not appreciate anything I do. So I'm not going to get into that because that could be a whole episode of itself. Yeah. So I'm not going to but I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I can't confirm it because YouTube won't tell me who's doing it, and if it did tell me who was doing it, I'm sure if it's the person I think it is, they've got a different name and I wouldn't be able to tell anyways. But I'm pretty sure I know who it is. And I don't care. As everybody knows, I could care less about thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs sideways, thumbs up. Yeah, never mind. Talked to Ivy Tat, he's at Neil's Gap. Yeah, I met him at Neil's Gap when I went down and surprised Katie on top of Blood Mountain. He's Nobo CDT too, yeah. I'm not hiking with Ivy Tat. He don't like hiking with people, and I don't like hiking with people, and I'd never be able to have him on my video because I like Ivy Tat. I really do. I think he's hilarious, and I like how he keeps it real as real can be, but he's not for everybody, and yeah, I could not have him on my videos. I mean, I could, but I'd never hear the end of it. It's fresh ground for sure. No, it's not fresh ground. Give me a thumbs down. I'm pretty sure I know who the thumbs down person is. But like I say, it doesn't matter. I think it's a family member of mine, to be honest. But whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Are you on Venmo? It shows you are. Is that really you? It might be me. I'm not. I went on Venmo one day to try to set it up, and I didn't have all the information, so I backed out of it. When I get Venmo, everybody, I'll let you know. So I don't know if that's me or not. It's not hooked up to my bank account or anything. So I wouldn't do that. PayPal, everything's hooked up. Venmo, I should have done it today. I was doing nothing today. But like I say, I'm not really too worried about that stuff. I mean, it's great when people donate money. It does help a ton. But I'm not asking for any money. That's not me, everybody. I got the money I need to do the hike. I mean, if you feel like you want to donate, that's great. I mean, I'll use it for shoes or gear or hotels or whatever. But I'm not asking anybody for anything. It should be very crystal clear of that. It's a picture of me. Yeah, it probably is me on Venmo. Maybe I should just go to Venmo soon and finish filling it out. It might be me on Venmo. If there's a picture of me on there, it is. Maybe I do have Venmo and I forgot. I don't know. Let me go. I'll go check tonight. See if I even got it. I think I backed out of it because they were wanting my bank information. I didn't have it with me at the time. So I got my profile and everything set up, and then I think I backed out. But I don't know. I'll get it going. I know everyone's been asking me for it, and it's just I'm doing a through hike, everybody. It's hard to do this stuff. And Venmo is owned by PayPal, so I don't know what the big difference is. I don't know why people are so against PayPal. It's PayPal owns Venmo, so it's the same thing. I don't get it. Whatever. Have you ever met Wanderlust? Wanderlust? Like Wanderlust that was hiking with Kurt Lewis, or Dixie, homemade Wanderlust? I've met the Wanderlust that was hiking with Kurt Lewis, but I have not met homemade Wanderlust. Man, it's 76 minutes, everybody. And I'm trying to break out of the hostel at like 5:30 or 6 a.m. That way, when I do my 25 miles, I can hang out with fresh ground longer instead of pulling in there late and not be able to hang out too much. So yeah, 77 minutes on a surprise live video is way longer. I was going to try to stop at 45 minutes, but it didn't work. No, I've never met Dixie. How much cash do you carry on the trail? Not much. You don't need much cash out here. Is it Warren Doyle? Thumbs down guy. No, I doubt he don't know who I am. You kidding me? If he does, he probably hates me for talking smack lately. But I have a lot of respect for Warren Doyle. Don't get it twisted, everybody. Anybody that can put that many miles on the AT has got my respect to the fullest. Even if I don't like people, I still respect people. I like Warren Doyle. It's just look, I'm digging holes here in small increments there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Never mind. Hook you up. My sweetie says you seem like awesome, man. Get a good night's sleep, brother. Venmo is what the college kid use. PayPal is not. So Venmo is the new venue. Can't keep up with these college kids. Yeah. Ivy Tat is brilliant. He has all his fans watching, and he is so outrageous that he has all the detractors watching too. I have Venmo my kids money at college all the time. Maybe I'll get Venmo. I don't know. I probably will. Maybe give me a few days, everybody. I'll get Venmo. If that's what everybody wants, I'll just get Venmo. Watch, I'll get Venmo, and then like nobody will even donate to Venmo. It'll all be PayPal. I'll be like, see, why did I get Venmo? It's a vicious cycle. One thing ain't enough. You gotta have a bunch of things, but whatever. Oh, look what I had sitting here this whole time. Banana bread. No, I know, Swat Sullivan. I should probably get it. I mean, so many people have asked me. I'm probably missing out on a lot of donations, to be honest. I love getting donations. Don't forget Cash App. I'm not getting all these apps. I'm gonna get Venmo. Maybe I'll do it tonight. I don't know. I'm trying to get up early. Alrighty, guys, this has been another fun live Q&A. I'm glad I wasn't going in and out, so I got a mouthful of food. I'm glad I wasn't buffering the whole time. That drives me crazy. Yeah. When I can't go live and it's all like bouncing all over the place, I don't even like doing it. Just reading those last couple comments coming in. I know I do need some milk with this banana bread. All right, a couple more comments and then I'm out of here, everybody. Hawk Sport Team should start a GoFundMe. Yeah, that somebody else can do that. I'm definitely not starting a GoFundMe page. But if somebody wants to, I could care less. Do it. But I'm not asking for no money. That should be crystal clear, everybody. There's not a lot of info about the Benton MacKay Trail. I don't need a lot of info. It's like 300 miles. It can take me that long. Take care, good night, later, good night, do. There it is, everybody. Hugs to me, Hawk. Ooh. Hugs to you, too. Alrighty, guys. I am going inside, and I am going to bed, and I'm going to get up early, and I'm going hiking because I've been missing it today. And what's going to happen is, I'll touch back with you guys in the morning, baby. And I hope you guys had a great day. And I'll be back in the morning with hiking videos, baby. So have a great night, everybody. And I'll see you very, very soon.